An airplane is heading north 10 degrees east at 260 miles per hour. An 18-mile-per-hour wind blows from the west. Find the plane's resultant velocity and direction. So I need a visual of this. So anytime we have direction, we need a compass. North, south, east, west. It says my plane is heading north and then 10 degrees east. So north and then 10 degrees east of that north. And that is heading at 260 miles per hour. An 18-mile-per-hour wind blows from the west. So coming from the west, there is 18-mile-per-hour wind. They would like us to find the plane's resultant velocity and direction. So remember, if the plane is going this way, but the wind is also blowing it, the resultant vector is here. So we want the resultant vector velocity and direction. So that's two answers. So the first thing I need to do is find some missing parts of this triangle. And remember, I can do that using law of sines or law of cosines. So I need some more angles in this picture. It's very confusing as of now. So what I can do is draw a line right there. That is the wind vector, and it's going to be perpendicular to this axis. So if this angle is 10 and this is 90, 90 plus 10 is 100, so that means this angle here has to be 80 degrees. If this angle is 80 degrees, so that was triangle sum theorem. If this angle is 80 degrees, it's supplementary with this angle, so this angle has to be 100. So drawing this one line right here, my wind vector completely helped me to create this right triangle that helped me find this missing angle to find this missing angle. So great. So I need to find first, let me go ahead and try to find the resultant velocity. So I'm going to call this C. So I can use a law of cosines to find the velocity of this side. C squared equals 260 squared plus 18 squared minus 2 times 260 times 18 times cosine of 100. So to isolate C, I will just take the square root of all this stuff. So what's nice is I'm going to plug that in my calculator. The square root, let me turn it on. The square root of 260 squared plus 18 squared minus 2, let me see, 2, oh, not 10, 2 times 260 times 18 times cosine of 100, close, close. So it's about 264 miles per hour. So now I need to figure out the direction. So that's the speed or the velocity of my plane. Now what's its direction? Well, I know I see it's going north and then it's bearing east. If I can find this angle right here, I can add it to the 10 to see how much total it's bearing east. So in order to find this angle, I'll call it X, I need to use law of sines. So sine of X over 18 equals sine of 100 over 264, which is my C value. So I'm going to multiply by 18. Sine x equals 18 sine 100, over 264. So in order to find that angle, x is sine inverse of 18 sine 100 over 264. So I will plug that in my calculator now. Sine inverse of, I'm going to put parentheses around my numerator, 18 sine 100, divided by 264. So x is approximately 4 degrees. So if this is 10 and this is 4, the direction is north. 10 plus 4, 14 degrees south. Ooh, not south. Ooh. North, 14 degrees east. Because we go north and then we bear 14 degrees east of that north. So that's the velocity and direction of the resultant vector.